Love and sunshine to everyone. I would like to welcome you into my channel, Joy of the World, and I am your reader, Melissa Joy. This is a collective reading for, if you're showing up calendarically, for the week of the 16th through the 22nd. And if you're not showing up, the message is everlasting. So we have a little bit of truth and clarity coming on in. They're talking about this being a jam-packed, power-packed, eventful week, eventful period showing up. This is when the awakening of Jupiter in Pisces is occurring, and not planetary, y'all. This is rulership coming in. So it doesn't have to just keep spinning and being promises unfulfilled, or maybe just sticking and being caught in a glory day time and it not being so glorious anymore because you've been caught in time. All right. There's so many tricks in here that have left you in a challenging place. And that's the thing of why we're the whole zodiac. Those places in your life that have left you in that bit of a challenge are Piscean energies. And we're wanting to take a look in to see the divine light shining through. So there's evidence at the bottom of this deck that it has been hard AF, swimming upstream just to have a lot of endings and thinking, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, that's the way life rolls, you know. It was fun while it lasted, you know, or it was terrible while it lasted. Can I get to the end of this? Can we start over? I think that's why there's a lot of loss of life right now and people taking their lives. It's feeling like it will never end. But they're going to bring in a new idea here. Because see, the beauty about nature and why I often record out here in nature is nature looks to afford you the advantage. It never takes advantage. It's pure and it's true. It's pure and it's true because it's trying to bring in the synergy of life, the benefits of life. And if we start from life, life has the benefit of all things. But if we go from all things trying to get to life, it's going backwards. All right. That would be like trying to take your entire journey, like a 1,600-mile journey, in reverse. What is getting me, y'all? It could be these curls. So let's get a little more zhuzh off the cosmic. They're saying save it for later. All right, we got the fold there. And let's dive right on in to see what's going on with these salmon, because salmon are rich in omegas. All right. That's talking about like, all right. So I see where they're placing this. In my water meditation earlier during the sunrise, they wanted me to let y'all know, first of all, subscribing is free. And when you subscribe to this channel and you come into my channel, Joy to the World, it affords you the benefits of my life, the benefits of Spirit's inception with me and what they're speaking to me and coming in your own flavor. It's just kind of like the crayon mix and you are the color, right? So it brings you into this divine creatorship into our world. How about that? How do we dislodge this Three of Hearts? You know, we could tell, oh, heartbreak and this and that, whatever, but can I tell you, this is often self-inflicted. When you've been hurt, you cut off your heart. When you cut off your heart, you cut off your creatorship, the place where it gestates, and not for long periods of time, friend. That's why they're telling us to quit painting the turd. Let's see this thing clearly. You know, join this channel, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, show it some activity and some participation, because then life flows into you through your spirit, your God, your guide, your blessings, right? Joy's just the magic. Think about when you've been through trouble or trials, the first thing to go is what? Your happiness and joy. And we begin to get bogged down and stuck off in our ass, get stuck to the seat. We're like, what do I do? How do I do this? And we start moving into indecision, because joy isn't the one. It isn't the magician, it's the zero. And that's the beauty about this channel, is it stays in that beautiful, perfect state where I don't look to take any advantage of you, just to offer it. To offer my love and support for your color, your vibration, your juiciness to come into this world. That is the whole point of this channel. It has been my dream my whole life. So let's find out a little bit of all these magnificent blessings, these energetics that are moving about. Jupiter and the sun are looking to merge and unite, to overtake that old Neptunian energy. Because Pisces used to be ruled by Neptune, and it's overtaking that old shatastic stuff that was going on, all that destruction, those places in your life where there's been loss, there's been death, there's been fear, there's been bullying, intimidation, and to bring you into the boldness, because Jupiter has to do with boldness. And right now, calendaric, we are in July, and July is the month of Jupiter. August is the month of the sun, and they are looking to merge together to do away with that old Saturn and Jupiter thing that comes in that makes you have to work for your breath. We're talking about your natural breath, the old in and out coming in and being its true function, that it bypasses stress, doing away with stress and incoming the bliss. All right. Oh, somebody got a message. They got these opportunities arising, the things that used to put you to sleep, weigh you down, make you tired, make you exhausted, make you feel burdened, even at the thought of the new idea or the new occurring. It's like, because having to try and have the energy to clean out the old to get to the new. Let's get you caught up, friend. Let's do a little Mary Poppins here and go spit spot. You know, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And that's what they're trying to show up. These ideas and things are coming as a spoonful of sugar. Not get it all done right now so you can be happy tomorrow. No. It's kind of like a crescendo in a day crescendo, or like if you've ever driven a stick shift, a manual, they kind of cross over each other like that. It's very complementary. It's this ease and the breathe and the breath being restored to your life, and the stress being thrown out into the streets, the trash being thrown into the dumpster, and not having to live up in your home. No more commode backing up into your beauty, my friend. All right, it's still there at the bottom. All right, what you standing on? Standing on the truth of your pure heart. Like what you dream and you desire is not tainted, my friend. That's not where the struggles are coming from. The struggle is not coming from not seeing or understanding the energy and the implications of it, because we have been conditioned. Not by people. I mean, it can just even be by the way societies and stuff has occurred. It can be bigger than that. And that's often the reason why it's difficult, because you can't see where it's coming from. It's hidden in plain sight. So rather than trying to solve all that, how about we just begin to build with the new? So let's step into the new. Look at this. Okay, that's what it looks like when your sun and Jupiter come together. All right? Sun is the source of life, and Jupiter is the house of it all. I love it. And there's some action beginning to percolate here. All right? That's the thing, is get into that state. Don't let the old bubble your feelings and then make you get heavy under the beauty of the new idea, going, well, I've got to this and I need the money for that, and how do I make the time? That's robbing you of your joy. It's stealing you of your joy. It's called a killjoy. All right? It kills the switch. So let's stay with the energy coming in and just ask the question and go, okay, I feel this new energy. I'm really excited about it. I'm inspired by it. But these things seem like limitations. They feel like limitations. These are the issues popping up to me. Then let's clear them out. So saying something as simple as that introduces into your space and time that old Saturnian karma that kept you locked and limited. It introduces to life. It inseminates it. It pollinates it. It says bring in these new opportunities and these new ideas. The limitless ways that this can occur. The limitless potential of how this can happen. That simple invitation allows the power of life to start coming. That's why it's about creation and not manifesting, because manifesting relies on you. Remember those salmon swimming upstream? You can do all that work and whatever, but at the end, you're going to be DED, dead. And yes, I can spell. So we're going to get into this and what comes out of your two lips. So anyways, on the sunrise this morning, Mars was showing up. And Mars is the activation, the energy, and the information in which to go, which is beautiful, because if you're showing up calendarically, the shift of the nodes is moving into where Aries and Libra are working together. And they're wanting you to know the beauty of inspiration, the beauty of insemination, of letting this life, sending it out in those questions, instead of being flummoxed or perplexed or stressed, because that keeps the enemy fed. And where's the enemy? In you, in a me, right? That's why it keeps you wanting to frustrate and stress, because that's the energy it feeds off. It's very expensive. And it's like opening up all the cells and all the storehouses being emptied at once. Do you feel like you've been plundered and pilfered? All right. Stick around. Show up at the channel. Don't just check out where your sun or your moon or whatever is. Follow the title. Follow your spirit. Follow your soul. Ask the question. It's like, you know, I feel like going to watch a video at Joy of the World. Spirit, speak to me which one you are calling me to. All right. That's the beauty of it. That is the union. That is the merging with life and the creatorship, because creation comes from life. And getting into this beautiful new stage, not having the rebellion of Uranus. We'll just leave it pronounced like that, right? Your butt getting in the own way. And you won't feel dominated or controlled. You're going to feel loved and supported. Look at that victory, the crown of victory at the top. This is not out of the way. That is how much space you need for your head space, because it is glorious, it is divine. The dominion has expanded because life is included. It doesn't just have to sit here on your head, because yesterday, high heart energy was showing up to dislodge the too small halo, the too small crown, that old Saturnian ring, because the rings are made of ice and hell done froze over and the sun is melting it. It is time to move that away. No longer having to live through your earthen lineage of what people had done and what they had built or they had neglected, or what shiz diz they passed on to you. That is too much trauma and energy, and we've been taught through the last 25, 30 years, deal with that. Deal with that, and then you can get all the good stuff. Okay, go figure out how to solve what all was done to you, and forgive, and maybe move through and process. I'm not about to use today's life to deal with yesterday's trash. The trash can take itself out, because it's going to be dislodged and displaced from your head space. That's what we're talking about. Life loves you. Life supports you. Life will help take care of that. So that Mars activation going on in is the assistance. It is the ignition. It is the awareness and the like sensation in your body that you know and feel it's working. You're not quite sure how, and you might still be kind of like stirred up a bit when the old tests or the old feelings or the old situations and scenarios seem to keep popping up. Like my son. He goes away and then he comes back, he goes away and he comes back. He has no money, he has no shoes, he's not eating. And he's just been out in these massive rainstorms. And Spirit's like, rest, Joy, rest. Rest and trust. Because rest is a physical trust. Do you see what I mean? If I let it get me all stirred up and ruffled up, then the channel's not going to move forward. And my son's heart was speaking to me in the quiet this morning going, Mom, through the sun, Mom, your success and your victory fuel my success and my victory. Again, like that crayon formula. I'm not doing it in order to make him this or that, or to hope that, no, that's tied to death. I hear it speaking to my spirit. Because when I rest, I'm hearing the truth, I'm hearing the new, I'm coming alive. And it keeps this channel going. And it's opening this channel, because this channel's all about Joy Elm. It's about doing away with this old fiddlesticks, this old building it and falling down, the house of cards, those things that are impermanent and don't stay, and that's because they're coming from death. See, the beaver's using its power. That's the Earth's way, saying, hey, you got to put your face into it. You got to prove it. You got to earn it. You got to show me. It's got to be hard. It's got to whatever. I mean, if you don't have beaver teeth, what you doing? Right, friend? You're over there crying in your spilt milk because you took your milk and your honey and you went and tried to apply the world's ways, and it's just washing away. This is nature sweeping in here for you to bring in this truth, this beauty. See, these are salsa or tulip magnolias. It's about what's coming out of your two lips, and hopefully what's coming out is your high heart, your desires, your blessings. And it's not just about using them to speak words. It's the breath. It is the breath. That is the most potent thing that we have. And that's why he's telling me to relax, to allow life to continue to flow and be made new, because his life is being made new. My brain is being made new. 21-year survivor of a traumatic brain injury that was still active, okay? And he's dealing with multiple skull fractures and brain injuries. And I kept trying to solve it with world energy, world mess, and meditation, which kept stressing my brain, right? You can rest your foot if you injure it, or your hand, but how do you rest your brain? And the beauty of this, friend, is it applies to you too, because so many of us, that's where stress is lodged. It's around our brain. It's around our beauty. And that's the thing about it, coming in with the Aries North Node and Libra South Node, getting hold of this now and just beginning the practice of the new. of realizing that not bringing the answers and applying the answers and actualizing the answers, FUD. No. It's about you breathing and awakening and enjoying the inspiration, not letting it get anal tight and kicking it on out, or resistant, like, I want to be told what to do and then kicking out, or how's that going to happen and then kicking it. No, keeping that smile on your heart and then on your face. You'll have a good day. Yeah. I know, that's what my son used to sing. Put a smile on your face and then in your heart, you'll have a good day. So don't let it steal your joy. Just ask those questions to yourself, to God, to Spirit. Hey, I feel you telling me to create my cards. I have a whole deck of cards that's already ready to go, and they're somatic, they're powerful. But how do I fund it? Do you see what I mean? And that's sitting here like a hand in the face, like Saturn, like the too tight halo, and they're like, breathe, don't stress, just rest. And rest doesn't mean roll over and pretend you have no part in it. It's meaning the part that you don't have control over, you ask for help with. Not chasing people down, not trying to figure out who, not researching this. No, just start with asking yourself, the universe, the one that knows all and is in touch with all, and not all people. All of all. Okay? You get in touch with that and watch it. It'll show it to you in pieces and parts, in ways that feel refreshing, as opposed to a square block trying to fit in a round hole. Okay? Hard, earthen, linear, logic, Saturnian, earning, proving, deserving. No. You're more than worthy, friend. You are valuable. Value is who you are, and it's where you come from, and it's your point of view. And that's why this channel, I'd like to stir you up into the truth of who you are, because you got a whole set of wisdom to bring in here too. So apparently what they wanted you to know this week is lots of energy, heavy things, big things, earth-shattering, earth-changing, revolutionary type stuff is on the scene. But they were wanting to give you the calm, the joy, how to move through and live life daily instead of finding out what's coming or how it's going to happen, or what, to get that sensationalism. Instead of trying to figure out the whole gazillion all that's coming at you, how about you get to know the one? And you get in touch with the one. And they remove the power of stress over you, because that's you trying to the earthing, the ear thing, your mind thing, clearing out that headspace and letting your whole headspace be filled with life. Whose life? Your life. Whose business? Your business. That's why we talk about getting in the center of yourself, because when you're in the center of yourself, the whole headspace is yours, and it's your glory and your divinity, and it can become it can begin to come and work in with you. And watch it all be made new. Watch the stress begin to dissolve and melt away. Watch yourself finding that instead of just being stoic, you're being stable. You're feeling that steady peace inside of you, and you're valuing it, and you're finding the importance of your value. All right, friend. Hey, I love you. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, subscribe, friend. It is free. Just like giving that little like down there, voting for the channel, that is free too. All it takes is a little touch of your finger. Touch that Pillsbury Doughboy and make it laugh. Hee hee. There we go. Leave me comments and compliments down below. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to see what world is coming to this channel. I love you.